Hey everybody, welcome to the weekend. How are you? Let's get a quick read for each of the signs. You can watch these readings as your sun sign or your rising sign, your moon or your Venus. You can check these out. I would recommend you take a look at your sun, moon, rising, and Venus reading in this one video and make some notes about each of the readings and see if you can pull a unique message for yourself out of those four readings when you bring them together. What are they trying to say to you? Okay, so we're going to go from Taurus all the way around to Aries. Yes, I will finish the in-depth readings for each sign. I still have Capricorn, which the reading got blown up by technology. I don't know, or not. Capricorn, Pisces, and Aries. I still have to do those readings. And you will see them as soon as I can get to them, probably the beginning of the week. All right, so I will go from Taurus all the way around to Aries. At the end of those 12 readings, I'll pull cards for everybody watching. All right, so without further ado, let's talk to Taurus. What message wants to come through for Taurus today? One more, thank you. Okay, fire. Some kind of passion seeping through. There can be a new path opening up for you, Taurus. So really be aware of what's going on around you. Make sure you open yourself up to opportunities. Don't close down people or conversations. Really just go into every conversation or every day being like, what is this trying to teach me? Or what does this person have to teach me? What is this situation about? Okay, Taurus. So there's something about getting you fired up here. Oh yeah, look at that. Queen of Wands underneath. That's Leo energy. Here you are, Queen of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. Aha. Do you have a partner in a Leo, Aries, Sag? You could. Five of Cups is the opportunity. This may have almost passed you by, but there's still some cups standing in the Five of Cups, like all is not lost. Taurus, 10 of Cups. Outcome is the Seven of Wands. So this would be a good opportunity for you to connect to. This is a situation that is going to be very fruitful, very powerful, very passionate, probably. I feel like you were a little bit trying to determine who was in charge, but you both need to be bringing to the table your best efforts. Okay. And so there's not this sense of like, who's, this little king of the mountain game that you've been playing or that they've been playing with you or whatever it is. Like each one of you has a role to play. There's some mission or purpose you have with this person, this Queen of Wands. What is that? What is the mission or purpose you have with this Queen of Wands? Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. Look at that. Six of Wands, Two of Cups. This could be a very good partnership for you. I feel like this person is determined. I also feel like they're very grounded. This person does have a lot of vision. So Taurus, if you're feeling drawn to a Aries, Leo, Sag, maybe somebody with a lot of air as well, fire sign with a lot of air, this person could be a really good partner for you. Okay. And look at this. So here's the beginning and here's the culmination, like long-term partnership. It has not passed you by. You might think it has, or that it's not possible, but I really want you to, instead of resisting it, try and be open to it. Okay. So ask Spirit for help and direction. Some of you know who this person is. I feel like this is a reading for a Taurus who knows who that fire sign is. Okay. All right. That is for Taurus. Let's move on to Gemini. What is going on for my Geminis? Almost your birthday. Almost your birthday. All right. What about for my Gemini? I'm a Gemini moon, so always interested in what comes out in this reading. I have had a lot of Gemini energy. Wow. Divine masculine. Wow. What is happening for you? So I could be talking to a divine masculine Gemini, or I could be talking to a feminine Gemini who has integrated their masculine, not waiting around. Watch the twin flame reading that I just did. Okay, if you are a twin flame, or if you're a feminine Gemini who's integrated their masculine. Hanged Man underneath. Woo, check that out. The Devil card, that's Capricorn. Look at all this. Wheel of Fortune, Four of Swords. You're getting out of a toxic situation. Good for you. There is something to be... Go away, little buggy. There is... Ugh. There is something to learn from this situation that maybe you haven't considered yet. Lovers, there's your card, Gemini, and the outcome, Three of Swords. I'm not going to let that stand. The Death card, Queen of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so the thing that is interesting here is the thing you're getting out of. You're going to be stepping into a lot of abundance. It's almost like that person was really blocking your abundance. Okay, blocking money for you, blocking opportunities. And this does call for some healing on your part, that maybe this was about self-worth. You may have chosen that person because of a diminished sense of self-worth. Almost like trying to have that person be somebody that they're not. Right? You just say, oh, well, you know, they'll be able to pull it off. They'll be able to, you know, embrace their own abundance. No, they're not. Ooh, little buggy. So this is your decision. It really is about you leaving that broken heart behind, or leaving that awareness behind that this person really can't hang, can't go where you're going, which is why that's over. Okay? I love this. Queen of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. That's where you're going. And this is the time period during Gemini, maybe during your birthday. There's a need for a lot of healing of this. And this is a mindset. How did you get into that? Like, what is the mindset that you chose? You chose that Devil energy, Sag energy here. King of Swords. Ooh, lots of clarity coming through. Five of Swords and the Emperor. There is something here about a divine masculine partner that you're needing to go toward. Okay, because I'm seeing that here. If you are a divine masculine, this is about you really reconciling with your own internal masculine. I feel like you're moving toward a new kind of relationship that's more balanced. Something that's more about give and take. You know, sometimes I bring a lot to the table. Sometimes you bring a lot to the table. And it just works. Okay? It's just going to work. This is the shadow aspect of it, where we have to be chained to stay. This is about being free. Okay? So the new situation is more freeing. It may not be like you may have learned a lot about commitment or legal stuff or whatever in that relationship that is now you're like, okay, lesson learned. Okay. I'm going toward, I'm having a new mindset. Some of you may be very territorial in the future. Some of you may have learned some lessons from this past relationship that cause you to be very, you know, to really activate your divine masculine. And empowered divine masculine is protective energy. So you're protecting yourself more from situations like this. Like, that won't happen again. Okay? So that's really nice. And I see you going in this beautiful direction, Queen of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. Nice. Good job, Gemini. This is a big ending of a chapter for you. And, you know, a chapter that wasn't really good. So, yay. All right, let's see where we're going here. I'm going to move this over here. That's for Gemini. Let's talk to Cancer. What is going on for my Cancerians? I'll put this all back so I can keep using that deck. All right, Cancerians, let's do this. Okay. Okay. So, grounded and message coming through. Oh, interesting. A 22 card and a 33 card. So some alliteration here with the numbers. Progressing. One of the things that I noticed and was very loud for me in the past month or two is that in order to be really utilizing the messages that are coming through you, you have to kind of anchor them in your reality. Okay. So you're in charge of your reality, and the messages that are coming through, you may be getting a lot of spiritual messages or a lot of some kind of calling coming through. You got to do something with it. If there's, there's almost, to me, and I am a lot of air and a lot of fire. I am now just very much of the opinion that spiritual messages are meant to be grounded in our 3D lives. Okay. And that's why they're, the messages are coming through to help us navigate where we are right now. It seems to me that there's something either trying to come through or message that you need to then ground in your life. So 4 of Pentacles underneath. Oh yeah, I'm taking this Queen of Pentacles. Where are you now, Cancer? Page of Pentacles, learning something new. That's kind of nice. 9 of Pentacles, very good. This was the old way, maybe feeling a little bit jealous of someone. Maybe you were like a senior person in your work or something like that, and new people came in with all this technology and kind of upended you, but now you're learning something new, like you're the newbie. Yep, Page of Cups, 3 of Wands, and the Knight of Cups is the outcome. You're being given some new opportunities here because you're willing to be a newbie. You're willing to start over, which I feel like that is going to give you a lot of self-confidence, because you're not completely wiping the slate clean of everything you've learned or your skill set or anything like that. Like, that stuff still exists for you. It was kind of like when I moved from television into my own business, video marketing, and now I'm doing YouTube, and a lot of those were transferable skills, right? I know about video, and I know about creating, telling story. I know about, helping people understand things, learn things. That was all part of my work in other parts of my life. That stuff doesn't just disappear. I feel like you're leveling up. You're going to be given some kind of new opportunity. Talk to me more about this 3 of Wands. You need to, the advice here is to open up to some offering by an elder or by someone who already knows what it is, what you want to learn about. Okay. Like, this is someone who is very accomplished, and they see you as someone who is going to be a leader in their field. And they're kind of going, hey, I'm giving you the crown. This didn't happen in your previous iteration at another job. Maybe someone was jealous of you when you were a newbie, or maybe you didn't like other people coming in and kind of shining a light on their expertise, but now it's being turned around to you, and someone's honoring you. An elder is honoring your capabilities. That's how you're going to know you're in the right place. 5 of Pentacles, the Moon, Hermit, Virgo energy, Knight of Pentacles. So this is going to be upending a long period of time that you've had where you have been consistently bogged down, consistently not given the recognition, consistently held back. And I feel like some of you get it, that you need to find a teacher. Okay? In this new direction you're going in, being excited to be a newbie, some of you need to find a teacher. Okay. And I feel like you are, in many ways, you're becoming this hermit. You're becoming an elder. You're becoming, that will be the route you take. We still have knights and pages here though. And you might have left behind, being a king or a queen in another industry. And now you're stepping into this new beginning. I do feel like you might have a partner who is going to help you. Talk to me more about the message. Eight of Swords. Open up your mind. Make a wish. Dream a little dream. Dream a big dream. Put the effort and time into it. Emperor. That's how you become empowered. So this is a new path for you, Cancer, a new chapter. And I feel like you are going to be becoming a wise leader, or becoming someone who is sought after for your expertise. All of these levels of expertise coming together. This is going to bring you a lot of self-satisfaction, a lot of financial stability. That's lovely. Especially if that's something you've struggled with your whole life, that career has been an issue for you. You're finally going to find your place. I love that. That was my story too. It took me a long time, I think until I was 50, to find my own place. I don't mean to, if you're 35 and you're seeing that message, doesn't mean you have to wait till you're 50, okay? Okay. All right, Cancer. So Leo, what's going on for my Leos? Ooh, Divine Feminine, look at you. Okay. What is happening? Let's see, what do I want to do here? Oh, let's use this new deck. Okay, I bought a whole bunch of new decks here in Sedona. And I've been charging them all on my windowsills. I've been putting them out in the sun along with these beautiful new pieces of amethyst. This I brought with me. This is selenite. It's one of my favorites. I'm showing you this because I feel like this is something that you might want to do, is to really find some beautiful crystals that are going to be inspirational. That's why I'm getting the word inspirational. Maybe you're becoming an inspiration. Underneath is the star. Okay. Aquarian energy there. Your opposite sign. Seven of Cups. Knight of Cups. Queen of Swords. I feel like some of you are waiting for an opportunity, waiting for Prince Charming, waiting for an offer, waiting for something to show up. And I just get the feeling that like everything is on the table, right? Everything's on the table. You're doing a good job of your own healing. King of Swords, King and Queen of Swords. Wow. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Here comes the offer. 10 of Wands, 4 of Wands, Page of Wands. What's underneath? Knight of Swords. Okay. So the offer is coming in. I feel like there's something that, I don't know, like there's some offer coming in. There's some conversation between the two of you, King of Swords and Queen of Swords. And whatever is heavy, whatever is too much, I feel like for you to offload that is the answer, but I think that that's going to make you angry. Okay? This Ace of Cups, talk to me more about this offer. Because Ace of Cups is usually a very powerfully positive thing. But I almost feel like this is about the offer is going to send you in the direction of getting rid of things that are too heavy for you. Like the offer could be a romantic offer, I don't know, or some kind of magical offer that is going to force you to kind of offload an old life. Leo. World. Yeah, 8 of Cups. 7 of Swords. Definitely on a new path here. And the Emperor. You're going to have to take, this is your decision. To stay with the offer or to accept the offer and to keep no, to be able to accept this new offer, you have to offload an old life first. And this is definitely your choice. You can try to accept the offer and keep hold of an old life, but I feel like that's going to spin you out of control. So there's definitely a choice here that you're being given. And I feel like you think, well, it's no choice at all if I have to offload, something in my life that I have had. Four of Wands, Page of Wands. There's like a lot of heavy responsibility here, something that's a heavy responsibility. I'm offloading that to, travel the world, or I'm, this new love partner is like living in another part of the world and I'm going to have to sell my house and move to another place. So there's something here. Why is the Star card underneath? 10 of Cups, 3 of Swords, you're healing, 2 of Wands, and the 5 of Swords. You're definitely healing from something that you thought was good for you that turned out to not be that good for you. But I feel like it's fueling your own sense of self-worth and really getting to really seeing how powerful you are. That's what this lesson's about. It's really having to show you that you are the gift, you are the offering, or you are the prize worth having, and or worth being even. And all of these other trappings kind of like may not be it. And you're healing from this sense of like externalizing my happiness. It makes me happy to have this or have that or have this. And this offer or this new path is saying you can become your true self, your next level manifestation, your next level person, but all this old stuff has to go away. So there's a very sharp conversation here, and it comes into bright focus. Okay, this is going to come to bright focus for you, however this is looking like. And Divine Feminine, that Divine Feminine reading or that Twin Flame reading I just did was about the feminine recognizing her worth and not waiting around. Okay, I'm going to keep moving on in my life. That's for you, Leo. Okay, let's see. All right, Virgo. What is happening for my Virgo? Veiled. Makes me think of Vail, Colorado. Also makes me think of, are you watching somebody? Are you watching for some reason, like you don't want to come out of the shadows? You don't want to let someone know that you're paying attention to them. Someone could be watching you. So be careful. Right away I got that. Be careful. All right, so let's see here. All right, underneath is the 7 of Wands. Look at you, 9 of Cups. Beautiful energy there, Virgo. 6 of Cups. Opportunity is the 10 of Pentacles. This is a person from the past that I think you've been resisting. There's a Magician. I almost said that you can manifest something that you want. You have the capability to manifest someone or something. I see Aquarius. I see Gemini, Virgo. That's Mercury energy. We do have Mercury squaring Pluto right after the full moon in Scorpio. So something that's ending. And then we have a transformative, or it's right around on the same day. There's a transformative, transformative conversation. Yeah, Mercury square Pluto. Same day as the full moon in Scorpio. So Pluto's in Aquarius, which is this energy here. Mercury is in Aries. Right? Let me look at that for 1 second. No, can't do it there. All right, hold on, Virgo. I'll get it for you. Talking about May 12th. So what I am seeing here, Mercury square Pluto is really about communication that kind of goes sideways, or that might be difficult to have, might be a hard conversation to have. Okay. And let's see if I can. So Mercury, 28 Aries. Okay. So I see Mercury's moving, right. Mercury's moving into Taurus, and then it will be squaring that Aquarian energy. Yes. Then it'll be squaring the Aquarian. Okay. I got it. So the Taurus energy, if we take it one step at a time here, Virgo, Mercury in Taurus is about communicating my worth, communicating what I want, what has value for me, what's important to me. And it's being squared by Pluto in Aquarius, which is about transformative change, future-oriented change. So there can be some kind of resistance to change, big transformations, because it's going to drag me through some kind of underworld. It's not going to be easy to get to. And there's going to be some kind of conversation here that is going to manifest, that will manifest in what you are wanting. Now, the veiled piece here, I almost feel like I see you like looking through your eyes, like, I don't really want to see what this is, or I'm really having a hard time looking straight at something or going straight at something. Someone. Queen of Cups, Knight of Swords, Five of Swords. Okay, you may be looking at your future, and this is bringing you into your future with somebody from your past. You're wanting a long-term situation with this person, and it is correct that this person is likely your person. I feel like you've been resisting it because there's going to need to be a hard conversation with another person. Knight of Swords and the Five of Swords. However, here you are. There's something that you're learning right now. There's something that you're learning right now about your own heart, your own life, and what you value, that is going to tip the balance into you having that conversation. It's no longer going to scare you. I feel like you're looking at someone else through, like, I can't let them see that I'm watching them or something. But pretty soon you're going to be finished with this other conversation. I feel like that full moon in Scorpio is going to be an ending. Okay, so get ready for that. Get ready for that, my friend. Okay, that's for my Virgos. No longer behind the scenes, no longer behind closed doors or something like that. That's very 8th house to me. And 8th house is the domain of Scorpio. So one of the things that you need to know about Scorpio is that there's a deep level of trust, or a deep need for you to have a trusting connection. Otherwise, it just won't work for you. And maybe that's something that you're learning. Okay. Libra. What is happening for my Libras? This is what you don't see coming. Libra. Woo! Karmic path. Okay. What is happening? What is happening for my Libra? Karmic path. It's like, I almost felt like, I know you have free will, but I almost felt like this has been a long time coming, is what I heard. This has been a long time coming. 10 of Pentacles. I almost want to take this, the Page of Pentacles. You're learning something from your upbringing. Lovers, energy. Gemini, King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Yep, they're coming in with an offer. It's been a long time coming. I feel like you both have had to learn a lot from your upbringing or from your family. This is your wish granted. Did you just recently say, yes, this is the person I want, or this is my wish, and become available to it, or for this person, allow them to come toward you? Yep, there you are. Justice, outcome. Ace of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands, and the 6 of Swords. So there's some sorting out to do, but you have said yes to this, to the universe, about this long-term partnership. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or Gemini, or have some Gemini. And this is something that, you know, the Four of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles is kind of like you've learned a lot with that Page of Wands. You've learned a lot about what you value and what you want in life. Saturn says, hey, you've learned this lesson, Libra. You've definitely learned this lesson, and you're moving forward with this person. The outcome as your card is kind of like, it's the energy of you having a wish granted, that you are exactly where you need to be. And I think you need to be reminded of that. This is one of those like, pinch me, is this really happening kind of moments. Because sometimes we can see this karmic path as like, ooh, lessons from Saturn. Oh no. Ace of Swords. This is happening very, very soon. I was looking for a timing card. And I mean, this energy is one day. It's not like one day somewhere out there. It is one day. This is imminent. And you have the Ace of Swords with you too. So I feel like there's going to be some kind of conversation that is imminent, that is destined to happen, that is meant to happen, that will move you down this road, this new path. Get ready for it, Libra. Anything else you want to share with me here about this? This seems very straightforward, but anything else about the karmic path? Oof, devil, that's Saturn, devil energy, Two of Wands, Six of Pentacles, Three of Cups. Libra, you have made some decisions that have gotten you out of the doghouse with Saturn. You've done some work. You've done the good work. This is the gifty that we talk about, that Saturn bestows when you do the work. Good job. You have done it. Saturn says, okay, you pass with flying colors. On to the next. I love that. I love that. All right, that is for my Libras. Now, let's talk to Scorpio. You've got a full moon coming up in your sign. Okay? And that can really mean, you know, big changes in the offing for everybody, but for you, it might be something a lot deeper. I'm just getting that, a lot deeper for you, Scorpio. Oof, boundaries. Wow. What is going on here? Let's see what the reading brings. I'm just feeling like some of you I feel like it was a couple of weeks ago that I was talking about, or maybe I just did this reading for you, about you not being the deep one in the connection. That's the other person who takes you deeper than you could ever have imagined. And that's something that like kind of freaks Scorpio out, because you guys are pretty much, you know that there's, in the basement, there's a tunnel underneath the basement. Justice. Could be dealing with a Libra. This is also Virgo and Gemini. That's Mercury. So we'll talk about your full moon. The same day we have Mercury square Pluto, and Pluto is your ruling planet. Wow. Magician, Five of Wands. Opportunity, Ten of Cups. Hash it all out. I'm getting hash it all out. Five of Pentacles, and the outcome is the Eight of Cups. I feel like something has come to completion. And you can't carry this person anymore. You can't, definitely some of you are leaving behind a partner. And I feel like there's a financial consideration where you need to maintain a boundary. They're trying to take a lot of money from you or something like that. You need to stand up for yourself. You need to stand up for yourself. If you want to create something beautiful in the future, it starts right now. It starts right now. You can't just walk away from this without standing up for yourself. You have to do it. You are definitely on track for this new path. But before you go, why is the Five of Pentacles here? I feel like you might be walking away from somebody who has a very strong lack mentality. I got the Lover's card here. Hierophant. Wow. Three of Swords, Two of Swords. Okay. For some of you, this is a relationship that's been over for a while, and some of you are going to have another go round with this person. Like they're coming back for another pound of flesh. I don't see you doing that. And I also think that you see your own ability to manifest in a stronger way. And now you're in a better position than maybe you were in the past. Maybe you were out of a relationship and very much taken advantage of by the other person, but now you know better. So if they come around for another pound of flesh, it's them that's going to be hurting, okay? Not you. This is you saying, no, no, no. I think you got it all wrong. You don't come back around here. Don't come back around here. Where are you going here? This Eight of Cups. Six of Pentacles, helping other people who've been through this. Nine of Swords, and your card, the Death card, and the Four of Wands. Yeah, I feel like you're finally out of this. Maybe there was some kind of money imbalance that's going to be balanced now. Maybe you're the one that's coming back around for another bite at this apple because you've recognized that they took advantage of you the first time. Good luck. Good luck, Scorpio. It's raining here. It never rains here in April. Okay. Unique. Unlikely. All right. Let's see. Sagittarius. We got Sag, Cappy, Aquarius, Pisces, and Aries left. And then I'll pull cards for everybody watching. Okay. So Sagittarius. Time. There's Saturn again. Got a lot of Saturn in these readings. I'll use this new deck. Like time's almost up, or time, the waiting is over. The waiting has ended. The waiting is the hardest part. Boy, Tom Petty, you were not wrong. Okay. You keep shuffling. This is a new deck. It's a straight up traditional Ritter-Waite deck. Okay. All right. Underneath is King of Pentacles. Pentacles also has something to do with time. Saturn ruled. Two of Cups. Ace of Cups. Four of Swords. Page of Swords. I'm getting a water sign or an earth sign. I feel like you're the earth energy here. It's almost like you're the center of the vortex for this person. They're making an offer. This person's going to reach out to you. Page of Swords. I just feel like you've been waiting. Right, Tom Petty? The waiting is the hardest part. Give me some timing. Let's look at timing here. I don't have my timing deck with me, but let's use the Ritter-Waite. Timing, please. When is this person reaching out? Six of Swords, 6, 7, within a week. Within a week. There's Hermit energy, Virgo energy, Page of Pentacles, Two of Swords, and the 10 of Swords. This person has finished a chapter. Could be Virgo. Go back and look at the Virgo reading. I've had a lot of Virgo-Sag connection as I'm doing the readings for you guys. It does stick out to me a little bit. So this person has been learning a lot on their own. They've been on their own for a while now. 10 of Swords. They're done being on their own. They're done with that. Ace of Wands. They really want to make some kind of offer to you, and they're seeing things differently. Now, whether this is a new person or not, this person is going to seem new. They're going to seem new to you because they're seeing things differently in their life. They are new to themselves. I feel like this person has opened their heart. They could have also had some kind of heart issue that changed the way they look at life. Saggies. Now, anything more about time here? Let's see if I want to. Let me just pull a card around this time. I know I got the Six of Swords and everything, but like, you just need to ask. You need to make this wish. ask Spirit for this person to come toward you. Okay? Okay. That's you, Sag. All right, Capricorn. What is going on for Capricorn? My apologies to you. Your reading got blown up. Just kind of wouldn't save. Friendship would not save. So I won't even tell you what it was because that makes me feel like that's not your reading. Friendship. Friendship. What is happening to Capricorns right now? 4 Capricorns. Ah. 3 of Swords underneath. Wheel of Fortune, that's you. 6 of Pentacles. Ace of Cups. I feel like some of you have left behind a situation that was very disappointing. Someone broke your heart. They really weren't looking for a romantic connection. And I feel like you move on. You're moving on. Going towards someone who can help you. There's a new offer here on the table. 2 of Cups. Yep, 8 of Cups. So you're going in a new direction. And I feel like you seeking out solace or seeking out help from somebody really helps, but also brings in love. And whether it's that person that you're seeking help from, or it just opens your heart in some way. 2 of Swords. Yeah. 6 of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, and the 9 of Pentacles. So I love that there's something about self-confidence here, going in the direction that you want to go in. Some of you have left behind a person who was kind of dragging you around in parts and places where you didn't really belong. It was like not for you, but wanted to stay there. It was just time to leave that situation behind. I've gotten this a lot for Capricorns recently. It's time for you to just, like, that person was really jerking you around. So it's time for you to get some help in terms of moving on. Whether it's physical help, moving out of a house, emotional help, mental health, spiritual health, help, or whatever it is, there is somebody that you do need to go to. I feel like privately, like somebody that maybe a shaman or somebody who's very helpful, just going to show up for you. Yeah. King of Swords. There's Aquarian energy, Knight of Wands, Page of Swords, and the Justice card. Okay. So this is, I see Aquarius, Libra energy. This is somebody who can help you with your mindset. I feel like you had a mindset about this situation in the past. This almost looks like the 2 of Swords, doesn't it? Right? I feel like there was a situation in the past where you got friend zoned or something like that and like just could not accept it. Maybe you thought they were a twin flame. So somebody who can help you is somebody who sees very clearly, somebody who is maybe a channeler, maybe an astrologer, maybe a therapist, maybe all of those together. Some of you need to rebalance yourself. I feel like you gave away a lot of your power. You just gave it over. Okay, that's not what's happening. I feel like a great opportunity is coming in, maybe within the next couple of months. But before we get there, I feel like you need some time on your own to really reassess and rebalance yourself. Okay, but just know that the future is bright. You needed to walk away from that person, or you're needing to if you haven't done it already. Okay, Cappies. All right, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries. Oh no. Well, I'll stop the video if it's crazy. Okay. Aquarius, what's going on for you guys? Aquarius. Magic. Woo! I like this. What are you manifesting? What are you manifesting, Aquarius? Deep breath. Now that does feel like the end of a storm, some kind of end of a storm, end of a chapter, end of a dry spell. Hermit underneath. Been alone for like a dry spell, long dry spell. The High Priestess, Six of Wands, Six of Swords, your intuition, Lovers, wow, and Five of Cups. Let's see about that. Seven of Swords, Justice, Seven of Wands, and the Emperor. Okay, so I feel like, Aquarius, there's a very spiritual connection that you're going toward. It's almost like it's not quite there yet. Like you're ready for it, or you're stepping toward it, you're wanting it, you're feeling victorious because you're like in this new chapter. I'm manifesting this, and I'm choosing this, and I'm going toward this. But there's something going on here that has nothing to do with you that is delaying the timing of this. Maybe even until Libra time. There's some choice that somebody is making or not making that is delaying. You know, it's like we're together and then it just bounces off. So I talk about this quite a bit in Twin Flame readings that, listen, if the timing isn't right, it's just going to bounce off. So even if this is your right person, it may not be fully together yet. I'm seeing Libra time and then Aries. There's a lot to sort out. There's a lot to sort through. There's a lot going on behind the scenes. There's okay. So Page of Pentacles, World, Four of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. So there is something about patience here, but there's also something about going your direction, like not waiting around for something to just materialize. You just need to keep moving. Okay? And this is going to sort itself out. I feel like you are going to maybe connect up in Libra time. But there's definitely something going on behind the scenes that maybe you don't know about. If this does bounce off of you, just know they're coming back around eventually. Okay, so I wouldn't be too upset about it. It's sort of like, okay, well, I'm just going to go take a cruise. I'm just going to go traveling. I'm just going to go learning stuff. I'm going to do my own thing. Queen of Swords. I'm not going to worry about it. There is more going on behind the scenes than I know about. And I feel like this person is going to come back around to you. They are a spiritual partner for you. Okay, Aquarius, they're a spiritual partner for you. There's just a lot to sort out. That's Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius. Now Pisces and then Aries, and then I will pull cards for everybody. All right, so Pisces, let's see about you. What's happening for you? Saturn is still in your sign. Saturn is still in your sign, I think, until late May. Let's see. Let me just look at that. When does Saturn leave Pisces? The 24th of May, Saturn enters Aries and will be leaving your sign. There is going to be a wobbling back into your sign. Saturn's been there for about 2 years. Okay. This one fell right through. Oh boy. Hold on. You need to see this. Ugh. Pisces. What in the world is going on here? Jealousy. That one fell like right through the table. Right through the floor almost. Just feels like to me. Like it's very runaway kind of energy. So what is this Saturnian thing? We also have we've got a full moon in Scorpio, which is another water sign. Let's try to put this all together for you. So underneath is the Four of Cups. It's like secret jealousy of some kind, Pisces. Someone's secretly watching you. Here you are, Three of Pentacles. I feel like you're progressing nicely. Knight of Wands, the Ten of Wands, Two of Wands. Outcome is the Queen of Swords. So you could be dealing with a Sag or a Libra. I feel like you got a lot on your plate. You got a lot on your plate here. Maybe you're, really progressing in your work, very dynamic, creative energy. What is this jealousy thing? Other people could be jealous of that you're really progressing quickly and they're not doing that. So somebody could be trying to put some, sugar in your gas tank here a little bit. That's a bad thing. What is this jealousy thing for you, Pisces? Wheel of Fortune, Empress, Ace of Swords. Wow. And the Seven of Cups. Someone who's lying to you now will come clean. Someone is lying to you. And maybe it's that you're having to do everything yourself. Could be someone at work who's lying to you. There could be someone in a relationship with you, or you're wanting them to be in a relationship with you and they're lying to you about their situation, trying to create confusion. But they will come clean because you make a new decision. You make a new decision and you kind of lay down the law and you're like, this is what I'm doing. The jealousy to me feels like someone is trying to obscure the facts of their situation, make you confused. Whenever someone's trying to make you confused in a love relationship or you feel confused, that is on purpose. Someone who really is very interested in continuing a relationship with you or being in a good relationship will move heaven and earth to make sure you understand what's going on. Okay? I feel like you are the one that steps up and says, I demand the truth. Good for you. Good for you, Pisces. I think you're going to find that you're going to get it too. You'll get the truth. I don't know if you want to hear the truth. That's another story, but I think you'll get the truth. Okay, that's Pisces. Now Aries, and then I'll pull cards for everybody watching. Aries. Safe travel. Ooh, got an itch. Safe travel. Got a lot of energy in your sign right now. Let's see what's going on for Aries. What is happening for Aries? Okay, Aries. What's your story, baby? Page of Wands. That's exciting. Oh, dear. Five of Cups. Eight of Pentacles. Ace of Cups. Five of Wands. And the Star card. So the outcome is Aquarian energy. And there's just a sense of like something's not working. All right. There's something not working. I don't know if it's your career path or what it is, but there's a lot of conflict. And I feel like you're coming to this crossroads that it's not working. What I have right in front of me is not working. And when you have that realization, this is almost just an internal aha moment. There's something new. Ace of Cups. There's a new direction, a very good, healed direction. You just keep trying to go down a certain road that isn't for you. Okay? And when you finally admit or accept that it's not right for you, the new thing will show up. World. Chariot. Seven of Cups. And the Sun. I feel like some of you think that doing something that brings you joy is frivolous. You know, the one card I didn't get in any of these readings today was the Fool. This feels very much like a change is happening, but I'm not doing it without awareness, right? The Fool has no awareness to it. Many more readings with the Hermit in it. I'm just feeling that for you too. That's why I'm saying it. That this is a decision that you're making based on your real feelings that, hey, this just isn't working for me. I got to go in a new direction. And I feel like you've stopped yourself because it looks frivolous to you. This Page of Wands and this Sun, like you're going in a direction of some kind of joy, right? Like I've been, doing this job or been in this relationship for a long time and there's just no fun. It's just no fun. And I don't think you thought that that was a good enough excuse. But this Aquarian energy says you're reinventing yourself now from a place of joy. I want to reinvent myself from a place of joy. Some of you will actually physically move, and maybe you're moving somewhere where it's easier, where the life is easier or sunnier or something. And that doesn't mean necessarily that you're going toward the sun. It can just mean that, hey, maybe I'm going to move to a place where I know a lot of people that I love, all congregated and have lived, or maybe I'm, maybe you're going back home. Maybe you're deciding to move near a best friend, or maybe you're changing where you're living because it's just become a bore. You're allowed to do it. All right. You're allowed to do it. It's okay. All right. Let's pull cards for everybody. And I think I'm going to reintegrate all of these cards that I've used. Okay. And then let's shuffle. This is for everybody watching. So like I said in the beginning, if you want to go back and look at your sun, moon, rising, and Venus and take a little bit of notes and see if you can come up with a brand new message based on those 4 readings, give it a try. I think it's fascinating to do that. All right. So for everybody watching, soulmate. We didn't see that card today either. Soulmate, growth, brand new. There's time. There's Saturn. We saw you before. And grounded. Beautiful. So this is a well-rounded, energetic connection that's coming up. Something that's been, I don't know, like you've been waiting for. You had to go through a lot of growth in order to recognize this soulmate. You had to go through a lot of growth to recognize this soulmate. Or for them to recognize you. 8 of Swords. Underneath 8 of Swords, 10 of Swords. Hanged Man, look at that. That is a card of enlightenment. So you've been through some shit here, I'm telling you. 8 of Swords and 10 of Swords. Come out the other side enlightened. 7 of Swords. 4 of Swords. 9 of Wands, Moon, Emperor, Strength. Oof, I love this. Okay, so outcome is Leo. This is about you stepping into your power. And this is healing. There have been a lot of lies and deception that you now see the truth, right? You're the inverted position. You see the truth. So that is only when you see the truth of what was happening. Because look, before you weren't seeing the truth. Got clobbered anyway. Okay. Now you're seeing the truth. That's the only time you can start healing. You cannot heal if you're not actively seeing the truth of a situation. This 9 of Wands and the Moon. We had a new moon in Taurus. Before that, a new moon in Aries. We have a full moon coming up in Scorpio. So I feel like that's the death of these coping mechanisms that kept you in the dark, kept you from seeing betrayal until it was upon you. That is really powerful. So this is empowering you. The Aries energy and the Strength card. Aries, Leo, 5 of Swords, Star, Wheel of Fortune, Knight of Wands. So you're moving forward. It's like, I feel like some of you might have been terrified of having this happen again. Like you're stepping into a new relationship, but now your eyes are open. You can see it. You're healed. You don't need to take anybody's, you won't take anybody's lies again. That's not going to happen again. You've learned that lesson. Congratulations. You've learned the lesson. All right, guys. That's for you. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.